Ramblings. Today I just wanted to do a little sit down video with you guys. This is kind of just going to be a rambling kind of video. This video is going to be kind of continuing the subject of the anxieties and kind of the pressures that are there when you become a new mom. This weekend my husband and I went to the beach. We just definitely needed some alone time, just the two of us without kids, to kind of reconnect and to relax. We had a really hard week. Just all last week from Father's Day, the whole week was just super crazy, super stressful, and then it was super hot, so it was just not a good week. So on Saturday I had a mini breakdown because I got this book in. The book is called Desperate: Hope for the New Mom Who Needs to Breathe. It has two authors, Sarah May and Sally Clarkson. I was looking on Amazon for a kind of a devotional for moms, and I stumbled upon this book, so I just want to read the back of the book so you kind of have an idea. And it says, "I just can't be a mother today. These words have been whispered to God in quiet desperation by mothers who love their children to the depths of their soul, but who are struggling with how hard motherhood is. Motherhood turns you inside out. Sometimes you feel overwhelmed by how tired you feel. The days go on, and you want to be a good mom, but you feel like a failure so much of the time. What happened to all of your ideals? When did you end up feeling so lost?" Sarah May and Sally Clarkson have been to the edge and back. Desperate is the story of one young mother's trials and one experienced mentor's priceless exhortations. Desperate is not a book about despair, nor is it a rule-laden motherhood manual. It is a life offering filled with encouragement, help, and answers to some of your heart-wrenching, honest questions. Each chapter, there's questions and Bible verses that you can read to kind of further of the lesson that they're kind of trying to teach. I'll just kind of go quickly through my testimony. I will do a longer video about it, but this is just gonna be a general, I'm just gonna kind of try and sum it up really quick. So I was born and raised a Christian, and my walk with God has been very rocky. It's definitely not perfect. Anybody's relationship with God is definitely not perfect. Recently, I've been struggling with my relationship with God, and after becoming a mother, I've been struggling with finding my way back to God. And this sounds terrible, but kind of finding time for Him. I am super busy. I have 4 kids. I barely have time for myself. So it's really hard to I'm trying to find a better flow of reconnecting myself with God. So I've definitely been struggling finding my relationship with God again, especially as a mother. And so I decided to start with this book. I'm trying to find a new church, but I'm trying to find one that fits all of my family's needs. I want to make sure that the church has a really good children's church and not just a glorified daycare. I want them to actually teach my kids about God and not just watch them. You want to find a church that have the same values as me and my husband, which is also another thing that we're really struggling with. I wanted to start somewhere, so I decided to kind of start with this book. So I got it on Saturday, and it was kind of the perfect timing for it to come in the mail because I did have such a bad week. As soon as I got it on Saturday, I started reading it because I was having such a crazy day on Saturday. I just wasn't in a good place, and just the whole week had been so terrible, and kind of Saturday, everything that was going on was kind of just the icing on the cake for me to have a freaking breakdown. I started reading the book, and just right away I felt like the author was speaking to me. I'll read you a part of the book that really struck me and just brought me to tears right away, and it's in the introduction of the book, so just right off the bat I was a hot mess. "After forcing myself to sit up, I stared at the wall, then fell back down into my bed. I pulled my knees to my chest and the blanket over my head as tears came down, and these words tumbled out to my God: I can't be a mother today, Lord. I'm just too tired." And that just struck me so hard. I just related it to it so much. being a mother of 4, especially having 2 twins and then 2 toddlers, like I'm just constantly tired. I feel like I don't have the energy to like be a mom that day, but like you have no choice. Like you have to be a mom. You have to take care of your kids no matter how bone tired you are. I connected with the book so well just right off the bat. It was beautiful. It was just such a good book. I definitely recommend this book to everybody, whether you're a Christian or not. I guess it's just good to relate to somebody, because as much as like not only did I connect to these women on like a spiritual level as far as like their walk with God, I also connected to them like on a motherly level. It was good to hear that other like mothers broke down as much as I did and felt like I do, because a lot of people don't really talk about like the hard parts of motherhood. Like rarely do people talk about it, and then a lot of people end up feeling really alone. And I guess that's kind of why I'm making this video, or I make videos like these repeatedly, is because I want other mothers to know that they're not alone, and it's okay to like take a break for a moment. I know it's hard to find those times to take a break. Once I finished my first section of this book, at the end of it, it says it gives you something to do. So the something to do for this first section, I want to share it with you guys, because even if you don't buy this book and read it, I still think it's a good thing for mothers to do, especially if you are a Christian mother. This activity is amazing. I haven't done it yet, but I'm going to do it today. So it says, take time to get away with your Bible and a journal. After pondering these verses, make a list of all that is causing you fear, anxiety, or weariness. Then write a prayer to God and give up all of your burdens of motherhood into His hands. Ask God to give you strength, rest, and wisdom in the specific areas you need it. Date your prayer and determine to look for His help and guidance every day in this journey of motherhood, because He is with you. Another part of the book that stuck out to me is one of the authors mentioning that you shouldn't go at this alone. You shouldn't be alone in motherhood, and this is the Bible verse that they quote. 2 are better than 1 because they have a good return for their labor. For if either of them falls, the one will lift up his companion. But woe to the one who falls when there is not another to lift him up. Ecclesiastes 4:9-10. I've only gotten through a couple of sections of these books, and kind of those were the first 2 big things in the book that really stuck out to me. So I definitely recommend this book to mothers, whether you're a new mother of a newborn or you're a mom of older children. I definitely recommend it. I think I'm gonna do other updates with this book as well as I continue going on, because I feel like even if you can't get your hands on the book, some of the exercises would be beneficial to moms. So I'm sorry if this video is super rambly. I don't even know if this video really has a purpose to it, but I just really wanted to share this book that I got in the mail with you guys. It's just such a wonderful book. I'm barely through it, but I just absolutely love it. And if you have any questions about it, feel free to comment in the comment section down below, and I'll try and answer any questions for anybody. That's pretty much it for today's video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe to my channel. Thanks guys. Bye.